Hello everyone, in this video I'm going to leave this Dodge Charger made of modeling clay under the scorching sun for several hours, after which it will melt like butter. But let's take it step by step. So I made this Dodge Charger model out of modeling clay, and you can immediately tell that it's definitely modeling clay. I made this car 3 years ago, and I've kept it in the fridge all this time because it's made of regular colored modeling clay and it's very soft. If I had just kept it in the room, it would have sagged and changed shape very quickly. The quality of the car itself isn't particularly good, but that's how I sculpted back then, and even then I was already doing good detailing on the car. There's a separate interior, the doors can even open, though of course the gaps are large. The hood and trunk can open. And this is what the underside of the car looks like. Dynamic. The wheels here aren't original, I replaced them recently, they were different at first. Dynamic music. I actually made these out of very hard NSP modeling clay, they're much more durable. Today turned out to be a very hot day, a whole 34 degrees, and I decided to do this experiment with the car made of modeling clay. A year ago, I already made a similar video, but back then I picked the wrong day, it wasn't very hot. Dynamic. But now, the conditions are what we need. Of course, it's unlikely I'll be able to melt modeling clay like in Mir's tank videos. It gets up to 40 degrees there, maybe even more, but it'll work too. Interesting? Now we leave the car on the windowsill and watch it melt. Dynamic music. Only 1 hour has passed, and here's what happened to the car. It melted a lot. The modeling clay is even shiny because wax is leaking out of it. It became very soft. The body, as we can see, has already sagged completely. The roof has even collapsed, and there's a big gap between the hood and the windshield. I see it's melting a lot over there. Let's see what happens next. Dynamic. And now another hour has passed. It has sagged even more. The doors have completely fallen off. Cracks have appeared on the rear fenders. They're gradually spreading, but the wheels are still as round as they were. The interior, as I can see, is melting the most. Look how easily it crumples from this plastic, literally like butter. You could just spread it on bread. Spread it. Dynamic. And here's what's left of it after 5 hours in the sun. The roof and hood literally melted, and the front part just separated from the rest of the body. The rear fenders broke into 2 pieces. The roof pillars also collapsed into the cabin, but the wheels remained unchanged. And this is what the Camaro looked like after the same amount of time. The difference is huge. I specifically placed the car on a sheet of paper to see how much wax would leak out of the modeling clay as it melted. And here's the puddle that formed. The modeling clay has already cooled down a bit, so now I can take the car apart and see what's inside. The door did melt, but it didn't change that much, although it did get a bit bumpier. Dynamic. I'll try to remove the hood. Yeah, it's really stuck on there, of course. The wire that was supporting it so it wouldn't sag has already come off completely. The modeling clay has become very sticky and slimy because a lot of wax has leaked out. And this V-shaped engine also melted. It couldn't withstand such intense heat. It really melted a lot. The front part is barely holding on and you can already remove it. You can also see the wire for extra strength. The bottom of the car, as you can see, has become flat, the exhaust pipes have lost their shape, and you can also see a lot of wax here. This is a part of the rear fender. You can also remove it and look at the fracture spot. The roof pillar is also reinforced with wire, but as we can see, that didn't help against the heat. And now I'll try to remove the roof. Of course it's stuck on really tightly, and here you can clearly see the wax itself, how it melted and collected into these small drops. And here are the seats. You can even spread the wax on them like sunscreen, and the dashboard and steering wheel have completely melted. So, this is what happens to a car made of modeling clay if you leave it under the sun for a long time. So, if you're sculpting with modeling clay, don't leave your creations under the sun. That's all for now. I hope you enjoyed this video and that you've already liked it and subscribed to the channel. And if you haven't yet, please subscribe and like if you're interested in my modeling clay creations. Thank you all for watching. Goodbye everyone.